You have absolute control over only one thing, your mind. If you master it, no one can stop you. People will test you, life will push you, the world will laugh at your pain. But do you know what separates the winners from the quitters? A firm silence. A mind that, even bleeding inside, refuses to hand its power to chaos. So now, pay very close attention. If you want to build an unshakable mind, face challenges with courage, and achieve real success, this message is for you. Because here, you will learn what no one ever told you. The world doesn't change. People don't change. What changes is the strength of your mind when facing them. And when that happens, nothing else has power over you. While the world pushes you to react, explode, or play the victim, great men know the real power lies in choosing your own thoughts. Napoleon Hill called this mental authority. He said all riches begin with a mastered idea. What does that mean? That before conquering anything outside, you must first win inside. You don't control the weather, you don't control criticism, but you can choose not to give in, not to bow down, not to surrender your peace to what doesn't deserve it. That silent choice, made within the mind, is the first step to becoming unshakable. And believe this, those who mastered their inner space never need to prove anything to anyone. Do you want to know what makes a man keep going even when he's tired, ignored, doubted? Self-discipline. It's invisible, but it shapes everything. It's what gets you out of bed when laziness tries to bury you. It's what holds your tongue when anger tempts you. It's what says no to fleeting pleasures because it sees the prize that hasn't yet arrived. Napoleon Hill was clear. Self-discipline is the bridge between thought and achievement. You can have the best plans, read all the books, watch 1,000 videos like this one, but if you lack the discipline to apply, nothing happens. Act as if nothing affects you. Yes, but understand this isn't pretending, it's training. It's a mind conditioned, little by little, to respond with purpose, not impulse. That silent strength is worth more than any fleeting motivation. We live in a noisy world. Everyone wants to talk, to prove something. But do you want real strength? Learn to be silent. Napoleon Hill said the most successful men he ever met were those who spoke little and thought deeply. Silence is a force field. It protects you, it observes, it gives you time to think before acting. Calm is not weakness, it is strategy. While fools react, the wise calculate. And when they act, no one understands where such firmness came from. Want to be unshakable? Stay silent when the world tries to provoke you. True power is knowing you could explode, but choosing to win. Strength is not the absence of emotion. It's the ability to choose what to do with it. Napoleon Hill taught that the greatest enemy of success is an undisciplined mind, ruled by impulses. Anger makes you act too quickly. Anxiety makes you quit too early. Neediness makes you accept less than you deserve. But self-control makes you free. Nothing is stronger than a decided mind. Nothing. Do not react, choose. Do not explode, observe. Do not let your emotions decide for you, because those who act only when they feel like it will never go far. Success requires consistency, and consistency requires conscious emotional control. One of the greatest signs of inner strength is the ability not to explain yourself all the time. You don't need to justify every choice, every silence. Napoleon Hill said, "The opinions of others are a luxury only the insecure take seriously." While you try to please everyone, your energy drains and your purpose fades. But those who know who they are don't need to prove it. The world will judge you anyway, criticize, distort, misunderstand. But so what? You are not here to be understood. You are here to fulfill what you were born to do. That doesn't need explanation. It needs to be lived. Pain doesn't come to destroy you, it comes to forge you, but only if you face it with courage. Napoleon Hill said, "Every adversity carries within it the seed of an equal or greater benefit." That seed never grows in those who hide from pain. Stop running from what makes you uncomfortable. Stop numbing your mind with distractions. Stop avoiding silence, because silence is where the truth appears. The pain you run from today will return stronger tomorrow, but the pain you face transforms you into someone no failure can ever break. Don't ask life to be easier, ask to be stronger. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is the choice of those who refuse to grow. It's easy to look strong on Instagram, easy to talk big in videos, but strength is proven in the dark, when no one is watching. That's where empires are built. Napoleon Hill called it invisible character, discipline no one sees, but that changes everything. While the weak live for image, the strong live for practice. They train in silence, they study while others sleep, they persist without guarantees, because they know what you practice in the dark shines when your time comes, and that time always comes, but only for those who were prepared. Do you know the difference between those who win and those who quit? It's not talent, it's not luck, it's persistence. Napoleon Hill wrote, "The turning point for almost every successful man came at the moment when everything seemed lost." Most people give up too soon, but winners keep going even when it no longer makes sense, because they understand this law of life. Miracles don't happen to those who try, they happen to those who refuse to stop. Respect doesn't come from explanation, it comes from posture. Napoleon Hill said, "The man who truly knows what he wants doesn't need to justify it, he just moves forward." Let them say you've changed, let them call you cold. They don't know that armor was forged by pain. You didn't grow cold, you grew selective. You stopped begging for love, you stopped accepting crumbs, you healed, and healing taught you to protect your peace as something sacred. The world calls it coldness. You know it's maturity, it's self-love, it's survival. Because those who cried too many nights alone no longer bow to every storm. Life will test your determination before it trusts you with great responsibility. You will be ignored, rejected, working in silence when no one believes in you. And you may want to quit, but listen carefully, that is not the end, that is the test. And the greater your resistance, the greater your reward. Act as if nothing affects you, because deep down you know life bends in favor of those who don't give up. You've endured, you've kept going without applause, you've cried alone and still rose. That's why you're different. That's why you're closer than you think. Napoleon Hill said, "Many people quit when they are one step away from success. They stop before the finish line." Maybe that's where you are, one step away. The finish line never announces itself. It appears only to those who keep going. You don't need to shout. You don't need to explain. Just keep going. That alone bothers the world. Napoleon Hill said, "Quiet persistence breaks more barriers than force ever will." And that's what's happening with you now. Your calm disturbs those in chaos. Your discipline irritates procrastinators. Your silent growth screams to the stagnant. The world belongs to those who don't panic, to those who observe before they act, to those who can stay centered while the world collapses. If you master your inner world, the outer world is already yours. Napoleon Hill said, "The man who masters his impulses inevitably masters his environment." This is not exaggeration. In a world where everyone reacts, the one who pauses, breathes, and acts with purpose always stands out. That rare strength makes you respected and feared. Because true power is not noise. True power is staying centered while the storm rages around you. And now, that power is inside you. You don't need an audience. You don't need validation. Just posture, just persistence, just silence. Because when you choose silence, the world listens. If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Hit subscribe, share this video with someone who needs strength today, and leave a comment below. Your support keeps this movement alive, and together, we grow stronger.